Hey everyone, this is Zelda from TNZ Apartment Life.
Mommy.
Come on in and welcome back to week 61. It is going to be a long one because I'm sharing with you all of my meals that I've had this week, and I'm sitting right here in front of Saturday's meal. So at the end I'll tell you how my week went, and please hang out and stay with us. Come say hi.
Okay. Hi, this is me. I went to my home, and that's my mom.
Yes.
I went to my house, though.
Okay. Keep watching, please. I'll see you at the end.
I see it.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Zelda from TNZ Apartment Life. Tony's outside, and I will grab the camera and let you say hi to him. Hi.
Hi.
He was watching me cut up my veggies. Well, actually, he was outside. He saw you saw how many deer this morning?
4.
4 deers. I'm excited. And then he's got a bird feeder out there, so he's feeding the birds, feeding the deer, feeding the cats.
No, I'm not.
I know. I just thought I'd say it about the cats. No, not the cats, just the other animals. Okay.
I'm not a cat lover. I'm a dog lover.
Yes. Okay. We can get a dog then?
Nope.
Okay. All right,
I
bye.
can't take care of myself, so I better daggone dog.
Okay, tell him bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to take you on my eating journey this week. I know I showed you pictures of my meals last week, but I want to show you just kind of in real time how I prepare for food and use up what I have. I don't want you to feel like you have to go and buy specific foods for anything, because you don't. You want to eat what you like, eat what you have, but eat in moderation, even when eating one meal a day. If you're starting off slow and you're doing 3 meals a day, kind of look at the calorie count that's going on in the foods, but just try to make sure that there's time you're fasting in between those meals. I am sticking with 1 meal a day, and today's meal, today is Sunday, and I am eating a Stouffer's meal. This one right here, sorry about the raggedy box here because I just ripped into it. It is a classic pub meatballs and potatoes. It has 30 grams of protein. It says it's made with premium meat. And house-made meatballs with a savory mushroom gravy and cheddar mashed potatoes. The total calorie count is 470 calories. There's 20 grams of fat. And for the carbohydrates, total carbohydrates, it's 42 grams. And it has 4 grams of fiber. So you would subtract that. So it's 38 grams total in this whole meal. So this is 470. I have this to eat, but I'm not sure if I will eat it. We'll see, depending on how full I feel. So this is a Faye total 2% milk fat with, it's black cherry. And it does have sugars in it and everything. I bought this before I decided to go back on my 1 meal a day and watching my carbohydrate count. Right now, I'm not necessarily keeping my carbohydrate count low, obviously, because you can see from here. So on here, it is 120 calories. So 570, 80, 590 calories so far. And this has a total carbohydrate of 13 grams. The other things that I'm going to eat or use in my meal, and I'll show you this is, hold on, I'm going to pause this for a moment. Okay, I'm back. You will see these a little bit better, but here's my vegetables. I have celery, cucumbers, and red peppers. And I did not want to cook them today. Well, not the cucumber. I didn't want to cook them today. I wanted some fresh. And I am going to use my Panera Ranch dressing. This has, it's 100 calories per 2 tablespoons of ranch. Total carb count is 2 grams. So 2 grams of carbohydrates for 2 tablespoons. It's easy for me to accidentally use more of this than I need to. So I'm going to take you over to the scale and show you how I measure my ranch dressing out. So let's pause again. Okay, here are my vegetables so that you have a shot of it. Okay, here is my scale. I've had this for about 6 years and it has gone through the mill. Sorry if it's a little messy there. Okay, you want to start off, it just turns on and off. You have the tare. Tare is, let's say, okay, let's turn it on. And you want to put something in here. This bowl weighs 13 grams. I weigh in grams. I do everything in grams. But I don't want to have to do math with my pouring of this ranch dressing. So I'm going to hit tare and it zeroes it out. Okay, so I usually just do that to make sure. And like I said, this is 100 calories per 2 tablespoons or 30 grams. I'm going to put 60 grams in here. And that way you can kind of see how much dressing you actually get. I'll pour. Okay, that's 23, 26. I know I said 60, but I just wanted to show you. 29. Okay, that right there is 2 tablespoons. But like I said, I'm going to do 4 tablespoons. This is almost there. And if you go over a little bit, you know you always leave some in the bowl, but I like to be very precise. And there's 60 grams. So that is how much dressing I'm going to be dipping in with my wonderful veggies. Okay. And I did start off the day, my protein today was just a slice of cheese. Sometimes it's an egg, sometimes it's cheese, and that's what it is today. All right, today is Tuesday now, and I am going to have some chicken and rice, and I want a strawberry smoothie. So I will put the nutritional information up on the screen, but because these strawberries are like humongous sizes, they're huge. I'm going to weigh out 100 grams, which is, it's about 7 grams of carbohydrate minus 2 fiber, so that is 5 net carbs of carbohydrate per 100 grams of strawberries. I'm going to weigh these on my scale, slice them up, and I just wanted to show you this. I bought some almond bries, and right next to this almond bries, they have this is unsweetened vanilla, and they have right next to it the vanilla. And the calorie count and the carbohydrate, I'll put it up on the screen over here. Maybe I'll just move over here so I have room to put it up. Got some of my stuff over there. But per an 8-ounce cup, 240 milliliters or 240 grams, is 30 calories. It has 2.5 grams of fat, and it only has a total carb count of 1 gram. And fiber is less than 1 gram. So it's almost a zero carb drink. 100 grams of strawberry, and I'm going to add in 2 packs of either stevia. I mean, not stevia. I'm going to add in 2 packs of equal, or I might use my other vanilla skinny syrup, and it's by Skinny Syrup. It's vanilla. That way I have a sweeter taste with it. And I love those. If you are a coffee drinker, they're great. I'm going to actually go get it real quick so you can see it. Hold on. Okay, here is the Butter Toffee Skinny Syrup. It's 0 calories, 0 sugar, great taste, and 0 carbohydrates. So I have butter toffee. I also have vanilla caramel cream. Really, really good. And just plain vanilla, because I like these 3. I have had others that they weren't the best for me, but these are the best, and they go great in coffee, and you can have a 0 calorie hot coffee by using these. So I'm going to pause this, and I'll show you how I measure out show you what 100 grams of strawberries looks like, and you know what the almond milk looks like. And I'll just show you my dinner for the day. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I put my bowl on here so I don't have to worry about using the tear button. So here's just 2 big strawberries. I'm going to put these in here, and wow, right there is 100 grams. So I'm going to do 200 grams because I want a little bit of flavor in my coffee. I mean, in my smoothie. Take out this core. Let's see. So it's very easy to go over with the berries. And these are so huge, and they're not ripe the way I'd like them. And I don't have any strawberry extract. That would be great. Okay, $1.99. That'll do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you see right here, you see the top of it, but I'll tip it down in just a moment. But I have my Vitamix that I've had for 22 years. Actually, almost 23, because I bought it when I was pregnant with my second son, and this has held up over time. But I am going to pour in 1 cup of Almond Breeze, and then I'm going to put in my strawberries, and I don't need to cut them up because my Vitamix will do all the work. I'm going to put those in there. Pour 1 cup of almond milk. Put it in. And if you want this more like a thicker type of smoothie, freeze your strawberries. But I would recommend measuring them out before you freeze them, so that way you know exactly how many calories you're getting. Okay, so I'm going to grab the vanilla flavoring. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to use the Skinny Syrup. I'm going to use 2 shots of vanilla in here. Put the lid on. And if you want to add ice, you can. And actually, I do have ice. I forgot I had ice. I'm a gadget queen, so I bought this little mini ice tray, and it has a little scoop. So I've had the ice in here for a little while because we don't normally use ice, but I'm going to do 1 scoop of ice. Maybe 2. Make it a little thicker. I'm going to plug this in. Actually, I forgot to unwind this because I've had it underneath the table. It just winds, it has a thing on the bottom where the cord wraps up down there. So I'm just going to pull out enough for what I need. I think that's plenty. Plug that in, make sure it's off. Okay. I'll put this lid back on. I'm going to tip this down so you can see it a little bit better. Sorry about that. And it has a high and variable. I usually start a little bit slow and then work my way up. So I'm just gonna turn it on. And it's done. If it was thicker, yeah, it's pretty thin, but that's okay. I'm going to stick my picture in the freezer. And if you had this really thick, you can add some sugar-free whipped cream or whipped topping on it. And enjoy. Okay, Miss Amaya is taste testing the strawberry milk. So, do you like it? You do? Do you want to finish it? Okay.
Later.
Uh-oh, later. She's drinking it again, though. Yay! Say, it's a winner!
It's a winner. What you eating?
I'm going to eat some vegetables. If you're counting your carbs and you're not sure how much something is, and you're not sure if it's not measurable, like in a little small container of milk, like I have this large container of half and half. This half and half, 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters, which is 30 grams, equals 1 gram of total carbohydrate. So to make sure that I don't go over that, I'll turn on my scale and I will pour in slowly until I reach. I gotta look down here and make sure I don't go over. That's 21, 24, 23. And that is 30 grams. It says 31. Close enough. Stir it up and enjoy. Today's lunch is going to be mushroom and peppers over these carb counter street tacos, and they're 0 net carbs. But the total gram fiber in this is 5 grams, and the dietary fiber is 5, and the carbohydrate, I believe, right there, is 5. So I put a little butter on the top of these. I'm going to take my onions and peppers and put it on top, and then I'm going to add some chicken. Let me show you that. I have a little bit of chicken. I'm going to heat that up in the pan, and then I'm going to put sour cream and guacamole, and I'm going to have my version of tostadas. Okay, so these are nice and toasty. I'm just adding a little bit of cheese on all three of these. Not a lot, because I have other things I want to add. Nice and crunchy. And I'm going to stick it back in the oven real quick and then plate these up. And here it is, my version of a tostada with mushrooms and peppers. And I'm going to squirt some sour cream on here. And I'm going to use a container of the holy guacamole, the chunky style. Yum. Okay, hey everyone. Today's Friday, and this item here I purchased off of Amazon, and it's just an egg slicer, and it says it's good for mushrooms, so I'm going to try it on my mushroom, and I thought I would show you this right away. For lunch today, I'm going to have some pepper, some broccoli, I'm going to have onion, and celery, this over here, along with my mushrooms. So, just going to have that and some boiled eggs. So I'm going to use this. It's going to be a twofer. It's going to be for mushrooms, and it's going to be for eggs. Quiet. Quiet. Yes, you can. And you listen. Okay, so you're seeing this just as I'm seeing this, so we shall see. I'm going to start with the small one first. And well, I sliced it. A little tough, but it's meant for eggs, so yeah, that's all sliced. I think I'm going to do it with the stem up. I think it'll be easier. Perfect. Yep, this is a keeper. This is a keeper. Yes, much better than last week. And it looks like I got tons of mushrooms. Here is another little device that I purchased off of Amazon a couple of years ago, and it's just a little egg cooker by Dash. I love this thing. I do not cook eggs on the stove anymore. I just use this. So what it has is this lid, a little tray that you put your eggs on. And it has a hot plate down here, and I've used this, like I said, I've had it a couple of years, so it's got some probably hard water stains from being in the RV. And this cup right here is dual purpose. It has on one side where I don't know if you can see it, but it says hard, medium, and soft eggs. So you fill up the water to whatever line you like, and I always fill it up to high. And on the other side, it says the omelet. There was an omelet tray in here, and you put the water up to here for an omelet, but I don't use that. I like my omelets cooked on the stove. On the bottom is a little piercing blade, and what I do usually first is go ahead and add my water in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Always add cold water, and make sure I'm actually a little hair over the line. Let me see if you can see that. Okay, and then I just pour it in the tray. And then I take this and take my eggs, and so far, thank God, I've never had an egg crack on me. But you take the larger part of the egg and punch a little pierce, go straight down, and you punch a little hole in it, and let the whole side be up. And you do that for all the eggs that you're going to cook I always cook 6 to 12 eggs because Amaya loves eggs, and so do I, and so does Tony. And it feels like you're going to crack it, but I mean crack the whole thing open, but you don't. Okay, and then I put the lid on, and I just turn it to lock it in place, and then I just press this little timer here, and in about 6 to 7 minutes it will chime and let me know that it is done. So I will be back and show you what this looks like. Okay, the eggs are done, and it will chime like this until you turn it off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Push the button, and the light goes off once it's done. I usually just go ahead and unplug it. I'll let it sit for about a minute, and then I will show you what I do to peel. Okay, it has been about a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and because these are really hot, I use a spoon because my hands are sensitive, and I'm going to run this one under cold water. And then I crack it. I'm going to scoot this out the way so you can see what I'm doing here. I always crack the bottom and the top, and then usually it just peels right off like this. Oops, come back here. Okay, and that is done. I'm going to rinse that real quick. And then I'll get a plate and show you the inside of this one. And it's completely hard boiled. All right, on to the rest. Okay, this is my low carb meal, so I add about a tablespoon of butter and about 2 to 3, that's the dryer, 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And here are my vegetables that I'm going to saute, and I usually try to get a full plate. I know that seems like a lot of broccoli, but my little munchkin usually eats up all of my broccoli. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I forgot to say the only other seasoning besides soy sauce, which is my salt, I use black pepper. I don't add any extra salt because I'm really not a big salt person. And I don't add the soy sauce until after the vegetables are cooked down some. So it's more like a taste, a little flavor taste, about a tablespoon. And a tablespoon of soy sauce. It is 10 calories, 1 gram of carb, and a whole bunch of sodium, which is okay with me because I'm not a big salt fan. After the vegetables cook down, it just comes to a half a skillet, and I'm going to eat that. Yum. Okay, here's my egg slice. Easy peasy. Just vegetables and eggs. Okay, this is the third time I'm recording this. My camera just stopped working. I had showed you this before I mixed the Hellmann's mayonnaise and the relish into it and the pepper. I used 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. I used a half a teaspoon of relish. The serving for the relish is 1 tablespoon is 20 calories and 5 grams of carb, but I only used a half a teaspoon. And I use pepper. I don't add salt because there's enough salt in the mayonnaise for me. So let's see if this recorded. This is just in addition to what I had earlier because I was still feeling I could eat a little bit more. and I know I usually eat 4 eggs. So that's a Maya. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, and here is my lunch. My one meal for today is pot roast. Oh, it looks so good. Cooked in the oven for a few hours. Tony made it while I was at church. And now it's time to eat. Well, okay. You got to see all the meals that I ate this week, and I stuck with my one meal a day. I drink lots of water, and I even added a little bit more movement in with the walk at home. Okay, I'm recording, so you have to be quiet now. Okay, come on. I stuck with it. Not basically, I stuck with my one meal a day. And I'm sitting right here in front of my pot roast, which is way too hot, so I'm finishing up this video so that you guys can have something.
Guys.
Okay, come in.
Hello, my lady.
She is so me. Okay, you just be quiet. You want to show them your block? Show them your block. All right. So I stuck with it. Okay, I stuck with it. I drank lots of water. And you know, I had my coffee.
Say cheese.
Cheese. I didn't restrict
I got
my
phone.
half and half that I put in my coffee, but I usually only use about a tablespoon per cup of coffee. I did drink some coffee with it being black and my sweetener, and plenty, like I said, plenty of water. So this week was very successful. My weight was, and I'm going to put it up in here, my weight was 190.2 pounds, and I lost a total of 2.2 pounds this week.
I brush my teeth.
Yes, you do. So my total weight loss since I started this journey 61 weeks ago was 55.6 pounds, and I'm determined to get to a weight loss of 60 pounds. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the meals. It's finding something that works. For me, initially, I started with keto way back when, or eating very low carb. That way my hunger wasn't taking control over me, because hunger pains are very annoying, and if you're not used to them, you may give in to them, and I don't want you to give in to them. I want you to drink some water, get some coffee, go for a walk, brush your teeth, call a friend, anything that you feel that will help you. Grab some vegetables. Now, I am one, I do not
get hot.
Restrict my vegetables. Minus tomato.
Brush your teeth. I know I get hot.
Okay. Minus tomatoes and carrots and corn, beans, like that. I don't.
And mashed potatoes.
I don't restrict them. Cucumbers, peppers, onions. I don't eat raw, but lettuce. 1 tomato in a sitting if I'm going to eat a tomato. And then I'll chop up some scallions and put that over maybe even Italian dressing. I didn't do that this week, but I can do it over Italian. I can do it over ranch, or just put some what is that? Classico, the Mexican salt seasoning. It's really good. You can just eat it that way, and that way, when you ingest that, you're getting vegetables, you're getting a little fiber, and it makes you thirsty. So you'll drink water, right? So water is good for you.
Yes, water is good for me. Yes. Apple juice is my favorite when I get hot.
She doesn't know I dilute it. She doesn't know what dilute means.
When I get hot, when I can drink some juice.
Yes, you drink some juice. So hang in there. You got it? Be careful. Stick with it.
When you got some juice.
And I will see you next week.
Because I got juice.
Okay.
when I don't like
Say-
it hot.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And subscribe. Just leave the door closed.
Bye.
That stinks.
Wait, bye.
Bye. Leave the door closed, please.